Alright, what's up strangers, it's your boy Dark Organ here, and in today's video I'm basically going to be doing a top 5 anti-Banshee weapons. Now, these are all going to be Robux, obviously, because most of the gold coin ones are, not that great, especially for comparing it to the Robux ones. So basically these are all Robux ones, and these are all in my opinion. And if you want to know which one is the best, obviously it's at number 1, but it's going to start up from 5 to 1, and the closer we get to the number 1, the better and stronger these weapons are going to be against the Banshee. But without further ado, let's do this. So number 5 is the Minigun. Now the Minigun is a very strong but very good weapon that has a bunch of cons with it. Number 1 is obviously the fact that you move slow as hell, meaning zombies can just easily go up to you and just hit you if you aren't too careful enough and don't see them coming. But against a Banshee, this is just not that great. But however, if you have a minigun and you're targeting the Banshee, it will destroy their HP as long as they're like not jumping around and moving around all that crazy. But if they're targeting you, then this gun isn't good at all, because I mean they're targeting on you and you're using your minigun. But at the same time, if you have like heavy armor or juggernaut armor, it doesn't really feel like anything, because I mean you're using that armor and the Banshee's hitting you all of a sudden. But using the minigun against them is gonna drain their HP, causing them to of course die within probably like at about 30 seconds, depending how many bullets and how many times you don't miss or just lose sight of them. But either way, this gun is really good against them, but it's just the fact that the slow thing doesn't really make it such a great idea. And to the number 4 spot is the double barrel shotgun, aka I don't know, sawed off, whatever it's called. But in my opinion, this gun is incredibly strong, especially for headshots. It's basically a sniper, but just put it with a longer, or technically it's a sniper with a regular shotgun damage, and you have the double barrel. Now against a Banshee, this is incredibly good because it does like more than 40 damage at most. If you aim for the head, it does at least 200 or more. It is incredibly deadly against it. However, there is one con to this, and that is the fact that it's because of the not widespread of the double barrel shotgun, you need to aim for basically her. And it doesn't matter what body part you aim for her, obviously you want to aim for the head at most all the time. But if you're not good at basically flicking, basically like locking onto her and shooting at her immediately, if that's like a kind of like a high playing skill that you can kind of get used to with a lot of one-shot weapons, then you might want to use like the MA70, whatever it's called, the shotgun, to actually get used to it. But once you do that, you want to try out the sawed-off shotgun, because using this with the flicking will cause a crap ton of damage against the Banshee. It will be very strong. You will, lose ammo quite fast, but as long as you're near an ammo station, or as long as you kill zombies and you dodge them and then whatever it is, and you aim for the Banshee and aim for her head, you will deal a crap amount of damage and you will take her down within minutes, or probably even seconds if you're lucky enough. And to the number 3 spot is the Flamethrower. Now, the Flamethrower isn't a weapon that's amazingly good for damage. It's the fact that you don't really need to aim in order to actually kill her. So if you're wanting to know how to kill her and how to dodge her attacks and all that stuff, go for the Flamethrower, because of course you don't even have to aim in her direction in order to actually, damage. Well, obviously you have to aim at her to actually deal damage, but you don't have to like lock on her and go for the head or anything. Just look at her general direction, just shoot at her while she's on you, and she will just burn through health like crazy. Now a tip, which I'm pretty sure is a lot of you guys already know, is when a Banshee's on you, you want to go like side to side and also jump around, make yourself unpredictable, make her use your ability so you can actually get the advantage on her. But either way, if you want to know how to kill the Banshee all the time and get used to the juking, just the baiting around, and to be unpredictable and also deal a lot of damage to her, go for the Flamethrower. It burns through her HP quite fast, and it basically helps you to kill her within minutes without even really trying that much, especially with the other setup that I actually did showcase a while ago. But either way, Flamethrower can help you actually get the feel of how to take her down with ease a little bit more, and how to juke around her as well. And to the number 2 spot is my favorite, obviously, the Tommy gun. Now, I'm pretty sad that it's not number 1, but obviously, why would I do that? But either way, the Tommy gun is an incredibly good gun. It's at least top-ish of A tier, but that has nothing to do with the Banshee. Because of the rate of fire, damage, and of course the low spread of the Tommy gun, of its bullets around like closer targets, it is incredibly deadly against the Banshee. Now, every single time I play against the Banshee and I always have this gun out, I just always feel like I'm going to destroy them. Dealing damage with this gun burns through their HP even more. With the rate of fire and damage, you're going to be seeing the Banshee drop at least 300 to 400 depending how many shots you actually hit with each and every single magazine until you eventually just kill them. This gun is an incredibly good one if you want to kind of practice of juking and everything like that, damaging her. But if you don't want like a flicking with like one-shot weapon, then go for the Tommy gun because it's incredibly deadly. Just the other day I was fighting somebody with a Tommy gun and it was incredibly deadly, and I just felt like, wow, that is incredibly strong. The Tommy gun is one of the best out there. And to the number 1 spot is obviously the Spaz. The Spaz, in my opinion, is probably the strongest and deadliest weapon out of all of them. Why? Every single shot delivers 50 to like higher damage. Plus, with the kind of a big spread at close range, this thing is an absolute Banshee killer. Yes, it does kind of run through ammo fast, but as long as you aim and you're really good at flicking with your shots, then you will just destroy Banshee, especially shamans who try to protect her and support her. But as long as you're really good at flicking and just really love one-shotting weapons, this gun is an absolute best one. And whenever I use this and I'm fighting against the Banshee, I always feel like I have the upper hand. This gun is incredibly good. Basically hundreds of damage per shot, meaning Banshees will die within seconds. And this gun is incredibly good to not pass up, especially the part where she uses her ability. You have that small brief to actually shoot her while she can't move or anything, dealing maximum amount of damage. So if you want to kill a Banshee fast, take this Spaz.